You know, sometimes you just have to talk something out to realize that you're not making any sense. Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and I've only got a little bit left of this area to clean up. Yeah, I always hesitate to call it exploring the area because Scout already did the exploring. That's what a Scout does. And Troopa's just grabbing what Scout says is there. Just cleaning things up. I think I've been on top of that already. I don't need to go up there. Pretty sure that was last episode that I was there. Okay. Whoops. Did not mean to run into you. But this should be a relatively easy takedown. Which is not the move we use. We use Earthquake, but it's fine. I'm gonna throw Yep back in front because Yep is a lower level. Give Yep some more experience. And I might actually move the Eviolite from which once we get Jet evolved. Because I still don't want to use Jet before he evolves. But after, you know, once he's a shell gone, is he right? Yes, he. Okay. Once Jet's a shell gone, I think Eviolite on shell gone is half decent. Oh, trainer. I forgot what you have. Sir, where did you even come from? Or ma'am, I suppose. Alright, fine. You wanna fight? We can fight. I don't think it'll turn out well for you, but you can do it. That's fine with me. Earthquake. That's all you have to do in most of these situations. It's just Earthquake. And then you win. Alright, you're the one I wanted to fight. Have a battle of luck. Oh, right. You're the one who used metronome. Awkward. Just gonna rock tomb you. Hopefully. Okay, cool. One shot. Don't have to deal with a potential water spout or whatever. I suppose you could have called that good luck on my part, because I could have missed with rock tomb. It's entirely possible. What do we have up here? A trainer is what we have. That's right. That's right. I remember now. It's interesting that you find a whole bunch of evolution stones in this area, but I don't think I've found a single leaf stone. What's the deal, huh? Did they just not include any Pokemon in this game that evolved by leaf stone? Is that what happened? So I don't know. Although I don't remember, did they change Leafeon and Glaceon, how they evolve? Because I feel like I remember in Sword and Shield they didn't evolve by the Mossy Stone and the Icy Stone, respectively. Echo stack. We don't really have much to do to this guy, I don't think. Yeah. I mean, we could rock tomb it, but I think Sabrina's the best option here. I feel like they may have changed how those two evolutions evolved, but I don't remember. If they did, they probably did it last gen and not this one. So, I don't know. Okay. Good stuff. This is a mighty trainer, so she's not gonna have just one Pokemon. Flareon. I will switch, but I'm gonna play by the rules for now. Let's go. We should be able to handle this. Even taking a hit here. Yeah, that's not much damage. Rock Tomb. They are faster, so we just kind of kill. Hariyama. Don't really want to stay in, but rules is rules, I suppose. Which will definitely be able to handle this, unless there's a knockoff coming, that might hurt. Fake out. Okay, that works. Switching in on fake out is a pretty commonly acknowledged as good strategy. Hit yourself. Do it. Okay, we're fine because we're not fairy type yet. That probably would have hurt more if we were. But we're good. Nice. I do always sweat a little bit when fighting a mighty trainer. Just because, you know, they have the potential to catch me off guard. If I'm not careful, they could take me out. Or well, probably not entirely, but at least take one or two mons out, which would not be great. You don't love to lose mons here. So let's not, shall we? Gotcha. What else we got? What else we got? More here. That's pretty much all there is down here, aside from a Magikarp in the pond. You know, I just thought about it. I just realized that in a lot of Zelda games, there are kind of equivalents to HMs in Pokemon games. Because I thought about, like, there was a wall down there that looked kind of suspicious, and my Zelda brain went, oh, hey, maybe I could bomb that wall. But that's not how it works in this game. But theoretically, if, say, Link had a Pokemon with Rock Smash, you could probably Rock Smash those walls to get in there. And, like, Surf could be your swimming move. You could use Strength to pick up and move things. Because, you know, there's a bunch of push block puzzles, and in Ocarina, there's, like, those giant pillars that you have to pick up and throw. So it's not like it would be too crazy to implement Pokemon with HMs into Zelda. I wonder if there's a mod that's done that. I could see maybe like an Ocarina of Time mod that would do that. But I don't know. I've never heard of it, but it just felt like an interesting idea to me. What else do you have? I mean, waterfall. Basically, you have waterfall with the Zora armor in Breath of the Wild. The whole point of that is to go up waterfalls. Fly. I guess it's kind of like going to the sky in Skyward Sword. And to a lesser extent, the glider in Breath of the Wild. Yeah. I mean, well, I guess fly is technically just like fast travel, so it's kind of like, it's more like the warp from Twilight Princess. I did have some nice battles, actually. So could you give me a thing? Punching glove, thank you. Don't really have anyone who does punches on this team, but I appreciate having it anyway. Because who knows? Who knows who we'll get in the future? I mean, I know a couple mods we'll get in the future, but I don't know all of them. I don't know all of them. Especially at this point, if we keep not losing Pokemon, because at this point, we're only missing one type. That's Dark type. I already have the Dark type I want to send over figured out. But at that point, yeah, we've got every type, and then we just start kind of doing duplicates on things, and then yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we go from there, really. I guess it's just whatever's going to be most effective, right? Which could be anything, really. Could be something gimmicky like a Blissey. We did evolve one of those in Violet. So that is a possibility, or something like that. But also, in that particular case, it's slightly risky because you never know when someone's going to bust out a physical move in the main game. It's generally it's a lot easier to predict in PvP or the later game PvE stuff. But at this point in the game, who knows? Who knows whether they're going to use physical or special moves, regardless of whether they're better at physical or special. Sabrina. We want Sabrina. Yes. So, with this last trainer battle, I think we're pretty much set for this area. I think we can go back to Levincia now. Which means I should probably catch a couple Pokemon on the way there. Because again, we've got 2 challenges back to back. So, I'll need to have Pokemon to trade Scout. So we'll do that, I suppose. Oh, God, I love evasive moves. Didn't really matter, but I do love it. It's just great. It's just great. that's a mechanic in the game. You know, I know they nerfed evasiveness and accuracy, but I'm almost surprised they didn't get rid of them. Like, the moves specifically. Because I'm okay with some moves just having a chance of missing. And that's a good way to balance more powerful moves, right? Is to make them more likely to miss. But moves like Sand Attack and Double Team and I mean there's just very few scenarios where those are actually fun moves to interact with. They're pretty much only fun if you're the one using them. Oh, I just remembered there's another part that we haven't actually explored. Oops. Well, guess we'll have to do that before we go to Levencia. That's alright, it won't take that long, I don't think. It's just this area down here, which I think I want to tackle from the actual... Well, no, if we start at this end, then we can end by going up the ramp, which I think is the only way out of here, so... Aside from crossing the river. Which we could do. We do have the ability to swim, so... It is possible for us. Alright, there's a dragon tamer here surrounded by elephants. Yeah, nope, still not using jet. Not yet. We'll get there. Which one did you have? Flapple, that is a grass type, which is not great for us. I do remember that now. Groundula, if you please. Yeah, talking about doubling up on types earlier, I did realize that it wouldn't be the first time we had two Pokemon of the same type in this game. Because Groundula is bug type and Snows-a-Lot is also bug type. But I feel like, well, there's no real reason to have both in actuality, aside from the actual differences in stat and moveset. Although I will say, Ice Bug is kind of a tough typing to use because you've got 2 4x weaknesses, and I think, well, at least a couple other weaknesses, which makes it kind of hard to find a good switch into something that you would want to use the types against. That seems to be the case with a lot of ice types, because I think Crabominable has the same issue where most of the things you would want to switch in on to take advantage of your ice typing are also going to be super effective against you. And in the case of both Crabominable and Frostmoth, they're both relatively slow. So you're not gonna outspeed if you switch in, which is it's really quite unfortunate. But I suppose that's what keeps them from being overpowered, because Ice is a pretty darn good offensive type. It's just defensively that it's not great. It's kind of the opposite of Rock, although kind of not, because Rock's defensive power doesn't come from the type itself, but the fact that most Pokemon of the type have high defenses. So I guess it's not really the same. Or opposite. exactly. But I don't know. I guess maybe... I guess there are some ice types that have higher defenses. Thinking like Cryogonal, I think, has pretty good defenses. Jinx, maybe? Dunno. What did we run into? A Diglett. This thing might have Arena Trap, but also I think we can probably one-shot it with Bite, so... Or it can Sucker Punch us. That's fine too, I guess. Well, now that I think about it, Sucker Punch with Arena Trap is actually a pretty smart combo. Because one of the counters to Sucker Punch is swapping out. Because, you know, it won't do anything if you don't use, if the opponent's not using an attacking move. So, if you have Arena Trap, then they can't swap. It takes away one of their counters. And if, say, they have a Pokemon that just has 4 attacking moves, then you're pretty much guaranteed to get a Sucker Punch off. So actually, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I've never thought about that before, but it does make a lot of sense to have Sucker Punch on an Arena Trap Pokemon. We are going to battle that trainer in just a sec, but I want to grab items first. Because I think battling that trainer is the last thing we're going to have to do in this area. I know I said that about the other trainer, but this time for realsies. Okay. Let's fight again. Because I guess technically you haven't fought Troopa, but you did fight Scoutlocke. Alright, Lilligant. Right. Not good for us. To Groundula, if you would. I think that is the one particularly interesting thing about Toxuper's typing, is that the one of the two things that Poison is good against, you still kind of don't necessarily want to swap into, because you're also ground type, which means grass is neutral on you instead of being resisted, which is, it's interesting. I think if you have a Clodsire on your team, you probably still want another counter to grass types. If you have any sort of weakness to grass types, that is. Pressure. Yeah, whatever. I don't care about your pressure. I'm just gonna hit you with a rock tomb. And I'm sure it will be fine. Fury Swipes is going to do absolutely nothing here. 2 damage per hit. 1 sometimes. 2 was a high roll. Nice. Rock Tomb. There we go. Beautiful. Love to see it. So, now, we're done with this area. For realsies. So let's get on out of here next time. Because, as for this episode, that's a wrap. You've got it, Troopa.